guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. This is kind of an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit today. Sneeko, which is, I guess, a guy that's relatively new to men's content, who kind of blew up and became very popular because he was bombastic. And I think he talked with the Tates. He's done a couple of interviews. He has some very strong opinions, shall we say. I think when he went on Fresh and Fit's show with, what's his name, Destiny, a dude with blue hair, to talk about men's issues. And that's where I was like, as a matter of fact, after that video, I said, you know what, I'm not going to call myself a red pill or manosphere dude anymore, because if these are the guys that are coming in to talk about men's issues, maybe I'm not going to use that term anymore. I'd just say I talk about men's issues. But this came up, and this photo came up because recently here, this Twitter handle called Drama Alert has 166,000 followers. They're news on social interaction and entertainment and stuff like this, and they have a clip where Sneeko, who's been doing men's content for 15 hot minutes, has decided to basically quote unquote retire. He says he came in when the wave was starting to swell, which is interesting because there's many of us have been here for, 3 or 4 years while the swelling has been occurring, so to speak. No wise comments on that. Here's what he had to say about men's content, though.
IRL streaming is what I want to do now. There's only so long. You can only do this for so long. Like, how much can you really talk about? Yeah, dating coach, that's hilarious. But yeah, it's like it's just so much more fun. I can't even lie. And let's be honest, the red pill is dying. It's over. It's over because like there was a lot of hype around this, like, oh, the Matrix, bro, how do we make it out? And then like there's this excitement, there's hype around it, and I got in at the right time, hit the wave at the right time. I was red pill raging when the red pill was blowing up, so it was perfect. Screaming at a camera, wake up, wake up! And then now, like, okay, live life now. Can't be screaming at a camera about Satan.
So, what I find interesting about this is that, yes, he came in very bombastic. Yes, he kind of blew up and became popular. But then he acts like, well, the red pill's over. And it makes me wonder, is it over for you, or do you think that men's issues are solved? Do you think that there's nothing left to talk about? Or is it that you've run out of kind of the bombastic, crazy things to talk about? And I'm not making a judgment on him. Because, myself, I've run into this many times where it's like, I feel like I'm repeating the same stuff. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about now. And at that stage, you have to either say, you know what, I'm going to change my format. I'm going to change my content, which is what I did. I started reading, silly, crazy stories, but then I also started getting into news and about, woke companies and companies that don't hire men and laws that affect men. And there's always going to be content here, but are people getting tired of hearing it? And that's a genuine question that I have. He on his channel, like even his men's content still does very well. Like he says right here, the final solution to red pill with a sartorial shooter. I don't know who that is. And it did very well, got 120,000 views. But he's doing a lot of other content that is not, men's stuff. He's training in Thailand on Muay Thai and what he thinks of KSI beef and Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. So, when he's talking about KSI beef, I guess he's talking about arguments there. So he's getting into more diverse topics. Then you look at Fresh and Fit. They just got demonetized on YouTube. Are they going to try to come back and change their format and get remonetized and come up with something new? Or are they just going to go off to Rumble? Andrew Tate, he's had to change his messaging. He went mainstream for a little while, and then he kind of just dropped out of the news. You take somebody, like with Sneeko here, people that are talking about Sneeko are getting 1 million views. Sneeko reacts to Meat Canyon's Sneeko Meet Charlie, so it's a reaction of a reaction of a reaction. 1 million views. No Jumper does a video on him, 300,000 views. Standout TV, 1.2 million views with him. So it's obvious that he's a very popular guy. Abba and Preach did something. I don't listen to his content. I don't have time to listen to other content creators. This is from Penguin Zero. Sneeko is horrible. 13 million views. So what's the deal? Is it the fact that he's so bombastic that he's tired of getting called out? Does he feel like, hey, you know what? I've explored. I've gotten all the attention I need from this kind of content. I'm going to move on to something else. I don't know. But I do know that men's content does seem to be dwindling. I've talked about Pearl, just Pearly Things. She has almost 1.8 million subscribers. I was looking at this, and if you look at her popular videos, right here at the top, from a year ago, 1.2 million views. 10 months ago, 1.1 million views. 10 months ago, 1 million views. She's got a lot of, let me just see if I can pull up more of her popular videos here. 5 million views 8 months ago, 2.5 million views 8 months ago. Of course, it was a lot to do with interviewing Andrew Tate, again, popular. But she's got several videos here that are 1 million plus views. But then you look at her current stuff.
What up,
and
welcome to the Just Pearly Things.
That's her intro video there. But then you look at her current content, 16,000 views 10 days ago. 20,000 views 11 days ago, 171,000 12 days ago. If she's doing a video, she's doing videos here that she's got videos that did 1 and 2 million or more, and now her most recent videos are doing like 10,000, 20,000. Even my own channel, if we go to my channel, it's kind of the same thing. I've got stuff from 1 to 3 years ago that have 1 million plus views, and today, most of my stuff is probably settled in right around 100,000. Let me see here. Yeah, most stuff settles in right around 100,000, but you can see popular videos here, 1.8 million views, 1.4 million, 1.4 million. And I still kind of regularly float between 80 and 100,000, maybe 200,000, somewhere around there. And I don't want to be like this is a bad thing or I'm unhappy because my views have gone down. I'm thrilled that you guys still tune in to see what I'm talking about. But is it time where we need to come up with other topics? Have we reached saturation point where either people are not going to listen because they don't care, or if you do care and you do listen, you know about it and you've heard it, and it's kind of a been there, done that. I got the patch on the back of my jacket. Time to move on to something else. So what I'd like to hear from you guys, because I do try to read the comments and everything that you guys are that you talk about here in the comments when I read them. I can't reply to all of them, but most nights I sit here for 15 or 20 minutes and at least scroll through and read what you guys have to say. Are you finding that you're kind of done with this kind of content and you tune in either because you like the content creator or that they're trying something new and you say, well, it's not the usual content I like, but I like the content creator, so I want to kind of see what he's talking about on this one? Or is it just we need to diversify the message a little bit more and get away from the woman bad and look at what these crazy women are doing and talk more about other issues? And the reason why I ask that is because, a lot of times people will say to me, hey, dude, why don't you talk about finance? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll do an investment video of good ways I think maybe you could invest your money. And I get like 30,000 views on them. But then I talk about, female dating coaches are goofy and screwed up and 200,000 views. So, I try to follow what you guys enjoy. And it seems that the ones that a lot of people ask for aren't viewed very much. So we've got a very diverse outlook on this stuff. And that just kind of makes me curious. So is Sneeko right in that red pill is kind of, and I hate the red pill term now, basically, but where like everybody kind of knows this stuff now and they either buy in or they don't? Or is he saying, you know what, you got to come up with different ways to tell new stories? Or is it time for some content creators to move on and others to just keep doing what they're doing because you like what they're doing? Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to think. Don't forget, we've got betterbachelor.locals.com. You can join us over there if you want to see men's content and extended cuts and me talking about more information than I do on the YouTube videos many times. I'm still looking for more dating profiles of the day. They're getting fewer and harder to find because I think a lot of guys are leaving the dating apps, and so they're not on them to send me the juicy tidbits anymore. So, and you can follow me at Bachelor Joker, of course, on Twitter. I'm usually roasting people and posting stuff over there here and there throughout the day. So, let me know what you guys think down below, and we'll talk to you in the next one.